What do coastal windmills, beach clubs, and Jackie O have in common? The Greek Isle of Mykonos. Join me on my day exploring this fun island in the Aegean Sea. Welcome to The Traveling Doctor, where I take you on my journeys around the U.S. and the world. I'm Dr. Holly Clemens, board-certified family physician. I've been traveling around the U.S. for the past few years providing medical care to communities with a need for a family physician. I see all the sights while on my work assignments and on my own adventures around the world. If you want to pack your virtual bags and join me, then click the subscribe button to see my upcoming videos. Click the like button if you like what you see and want to support the channel. Well, let's explore my most recent travels to the Greek Isles. I recently traveled with Celebrity Cruise Lines on the Celebrity Infinity for a 9-night Greece, Malta, and Spain cruise. You can easily explore Mykonos on your own or with a cruise-sponsored excursion. Your day can consist of guided walking tours through the Old Town, food tours and cooking classes, bike tours, hikes, private guided tours around the island. If you like the water, you have plenty of options for the beach. Sunset cruises and catamaran tours are also popular choices. If you're interested in ancient Greek history, you can take an excursion to Delos and explore the birthplace of the Greek gods Apollo and Artemis. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is accessible by ferry boat. You should know there is a separate entry fee for the archaeological site. You can explore on your own with an audio guide or with a designated tour. Fun fact, Jackie Onassis made this sleepy island popular when she famously visited in her heyday. There is even a beach club named after the First Lady. She would sail in with her husband, then shipping tycoon Aristotle Onassis. She and other celebrities like Brigitte Bardot and Grace Kelly made it a fashionable spot for other celebrities and the rest of the jet set crowd at that time. I don't know why, but I was so nervous about getting this stop wrong. There are so many choices, and you just hear so much about the fun beach atmosphere in Mykonos, and this was definitely the port where we wanted to go to the beach. And I think maybe what I read about going to the beach was not very clear. I wasn't alone though, because I found another couple from my cruise that were a little confused as well. So I'll give you my best advice. Just take the bus to the beach, just the public bus. You don't have to pay for an excursion through the cruise line to take you to the beach. When you arrive in Mykonos, you may arrive docked at the new port, or you might arrive in the Mykonos Old Town, and the people whose ship arrives in the Old Town, they might have to ferry into the Old Town, or what they call tender into the Old Town. Either way, it is easy to get to the Old Town and catch the bus. Our celebrity ship arrived in the new port, and they arranged free transport to the bus station that's located in the Old Town. There is no cab station at the port proper, but there is a water taxi that can take you from the old port to the new port and back and forth for €2, and you can find a cab station 1 block outside of the old port town. And just like FYI, the old port town is the like touristy area where you want to be. There's really not anything to do like at the new port. A timetable was located on a kiosk near the Old Town bus station. It was clearly labeled, and the buses were clearly labeled with like sheets of printer paper clearly telling you this bus goes here. And they told you what the departure times were. It was very easy. You don't need to talk to the lady even at the kiosk. You don't buy a ticket at the kiosk. You buy a ticket from the bus driver. So we picked the bus that was going to the popular beach club called Tropicana, and that's located on Paradise Beach. The local buses are very comfortable. They're like new charter buses, and our destination cost us €10 round trip. We paid the driver with my debit card, and he gave me a ticket. And I made sure to take a picture of the timetable so I had no doubt about what time we needed to return. The bus put us out in the parking lot for the Tropicana Beach Club, and we went to the reception desk at Tropicana and easily booked a cabana that was in the second row for a grand total of 60 euro. The cruise ship offered an excursion that included a reserved beach chair and transportation to a beach club. If I'm not mistaken, it was like $60 per person, thereabouts, through the cruise line to do that excursion. And just so you're aware, we fit 3 people very easily in our cabana, and I wouldn't doubt that, they would have charged you essentially for 2 people per cabana. I wouldn't doubt it. So, just think about it. We would have paid, or we did pay, $20 per person so we could sit in that wonderful cabana versus paying $60 per person. So, at least 3 times savings, because I feel like it was about that much. Whatever it was, we definitely paid less. So, I think it was a steal. Highly recommend it. They also had like beach lounging chairs. So if you didn't necessarily want to be in a cabana, that was another option as well. Tropicana, like many beach clubs in Mykonos, is a club. They offered a seated dining area, a quick serve food option, a large bar, dance floors, DJ, music, gift shop. You can buy like a bathing suit there if you needed to. If you have a cabana or a chair, you can get food and drink service delivered to you at your chair. You could spend all day there and have fun. We came in the afternoon and enjoyed food, drinks, music, and dancing, but I could tell that in the evening it would get even more hopping. I noticed people taking water taxis to arrive at the beach as well. So definitely go. It's a great time. So it was finally time for us to leave, and the bus arrived at the departed time in the parking lot. They clearly knew that tourists are not going to walk down the street trying to figure out where the bus stop was. So the bus was in the parking lot early, waiting to leave at the allotted time. There was a transportation desk at the front of the Tropicana, so if you missed your bus, I'm pretty sure they could have arranged for you to get a cab back to the cruise port, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. There are more beaches to visit via different bus stops, and some people take the bus to Platis Gialos Beach and walk from beach to beach, visiting beach clubs along the way. The entire beach walk will take 1 hour without stops, and when you get to the end of the walk at Paradise Beach, you can take the bus back to the port. You don't have to pay a beach club to enjoy the sand either. There was a small public space directly next to the club we attended. There was also a beach in view of the cruise ship that you could walk to, but be warned, it may take you like 10 to 20 minutes to walk there based on your fitness. And there is no sidewalk path to get there. You are walking on the side of a road, and you do have to walk up a steep hill and down a steep hill. That's just to get to the beach, and you got to do it all over again, but it is free and it's close. You'll be near the ship for free at the beach, so that's just one option there. Depending on the time of year you arrive, the beach clubs may be more crowded, and you may want to reserve a beach club chair in advance, and you can reserve these by visiting the club's websites. That way you can ensure you don't miss your seat for all that fun. Obviously we went to the Tropicana, but you could probably Google some different ones to see where you might want to hang out for the day. We did spend some of our evening walking through the historic Mykonos Old Town, which was like a really quaint town with narrow winding streets. We were able to catch a view of the famous windmills right at sunset, and that was crowded. There was a walkway on the edge of the old town called Little Venice. It has a narrow path that closely abuts the water and several restaurants, and the walkway got crowded at sunset, but dining at an outside table at one of those restaurants in Little Venice might offer some amazing sunset views. Our final stroll in the twinkling lights of the town was magical. So we said goodbye to Mykonos, but we can't wait to go back. Thank you for joining me on my port day in Mykonos. If you like this video and want to see more of my journeys, including the other stops on my Greek island cruise, then be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, enjoy the journey.
Guardi 220 prendete foto sue, che non ce le ho, le prime le faccio.